What is a biblical worldview? First, I say that everybody has a worldview. Everybody has a pair of glasses through which they see the world, and they place value on things and understand and will say, whether they realize it or not, that's good, that's bad. So everybody has a worldview. That's our starting point. For Christians, they have what we call a biblical worldview. That is, they see the world through the lens of Scripture. They call something bad because God has called it bad. They call something good and acceptable because God has called it good and acceptable. And they have a means by which they can approach our world and make value judgments, not judging people, but the ability to look at something and say, this is wrong and this is right. That's what a biblical worldview is. Unfortunately, a biblical worldview is becoming less and less popular. It's never been popular in culture, but it's even less popular today than I can recall in my lifetime. And so there's a lot of pushback on a biblical worldview. The reality is, though, everybody has a worldview, and we can challenge other people's worldview and ask them, how do you arrive at decisions about what is right and wrong? On what basis do you make that decision? And then they find themselves backing up and saying, yeah, I've got a worldview as well. Everybody has one. Ours happens to be the lens of Scripture. We tend to see the world, we try to see the world, we're asked to see the world the way God does, at least to the degree that He's allowed us to through His Word.